Hi, I'm Nancy Barile, and I teach English Language Arts at Revere High School in Revere, Massachusetts. And so a few years ago, I had a sophomore class, and I had a student in that class named Jordan. And Jordan was obsessed with The Walking Dead, so much so that he would wear the Daryl vest, quite a few times. And he would always ask me, Barile, do you watch The Walking Dead? Do you watch The Walking Dead? And I said, no, Jordan, I'm really not into blood and guts and gore. And so I could engage Jordan in class, but when it came to doing reading or work at home, he just didn't want to do it, you know? So finally, around Thanksgiving time, his grades really started to tank. And so I pulled him aside and I said, Jordan, what do I need to do to get you to do this work at home? And he said, Barile, if you watch The Walking Dead, I'll do my work. And so, you know, some people may say you shouldn't make bargains with your kids, but I thought it was kind of cool that our relationship was strong enough that he could issue this challenge. And so I took him up on it. And it took me about 5 tries to get through the first episode because it was so crazy. But by winter break, I had watched all 5 seasons that were available. And Jordan used to tell me, he'd say, Barile, it has all that stuff that you like in it. You know, it's got allegory and paradox and symbolism and great character development. And as I was watching, I was like, you know, it really does. And so we'd come into school on Monday morning, and, you know, these lower level sophomores would start, you know, they all watched, every kid watched. And so we would talk about the show the night before, and they would go so deep. And I was like, oh my God, I wish I could get them to talk like this all the time, you know? And then Jordan said to me one day, we should have a class on The Walking Dead. And I said, you know what? You know, if kids are our business, then we need to know our business. So maybe we should. And I went to my director, Dr. Christina Porter, and she's a fan of the show. And I said, you know, like, what do you think, you know? And she said, if you're willing to make the curriculum, go ahead. And so Jordan and I sort of collaborated. And I discovered, like, I could use this as a platform to teach them some of the things that they don't get to learn in high school. Things like international relations and business and ethics and sociology and psychology. And, you know, so I busted my butt, you know, making this curriculum. And the first time we ran it, it was, it sold out. We had to run 2 sections of it. And ever since then, it's been, you know, really successful. And, you know, kids love the show. They love talking about the show. And it gives me, you know, I'm always worried that kids are only going to learn how to write one way, you know, the way that's tested on the state exam. But this gives me a lot of opportunities to, you know, teach them all different things. You know, like we examined, is torture ever justified? And, you know, looked at the evidence on that. And I knew the kids were paying attention after Donald Trump was elected and he wanted to bring back torture, and the, you know, kids came in and they wanted to talk about it. So they were like informed citizens, you know? And so we do a lot of really cool things in there. We study leadership, the art of negotiation, public health, and it's a really fun class. So